It's a real challenge to talk about India today. The country looks like a three-ring circus where anarchy rules a tangled web of complexity. We talk about India as eternal and spiritual. But in a few decades, it has evolved into an economic force to be reckoned with in the 21st century. The world's largest democracy is in the midst of a complete transition. With 7,000 kilometers of coasts along the Indian Ocean, India is a continent in and of itself. I decided to travel across 6 of its most important states: West Bengal, Orissa, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, and Karnataka. From Kolkata to Bangalore, I set out to meet those helping to build the route to the India of tomorrow. At the end of the hallway of his tiny home, the potter is nevertheless proud to present the child who did pick up the torch. His daughter, Sumita.
Since I was a girl, I've been watching how the jewelry is made for the gods. For about 7 years now, I've been decorating the idols. I learned by observing my grandfather and father. Back then, women weren't allowed to do this job or to work in a factory like men. But my family encouraged me. At the same time, I pursued my studies in journalism and communication. And right after my master's, I got married. My husband belongs to a different caste than mine, but he didn't object to my choice, and he lets me come here to do this job. Indian women can succeed. Like in politics, for example. There is Indira Gandhi, who was our Prime Minister for years. The women of our country are gaining freedom in every domain. And I think that tomorrow they'll join the women of the world, and together they'll go very far.
As if in response to Rudrapal's daughter's wish, just a few houses down in the park on Regent Street, a group of women catches my eye.
Okay, stand straight. Again, keep out your mind. Out. Last year, there was a rape to a lady journalist. I was mad. Some said, let the girls, the young women, be provided with a pistol. Some said, let the government provide with police. But I thought, whatever will be provided, it will all be in vain. I thought, how about... And I started teaching here at this park. I've decided to teach this art free of charge till my last breath of my life. Start. Ready? 2.
Mr. Ali's decision is commendable. I can see how the incident he mentions has created an unprecedented mobilization. He has broken the law of silence around an onerous social tradition of sexual abuse. A new feminist generation is emerging in India.
Take breath 1, 2.
मैं एक मिडिल क्लास फैमिली से बिलीव करती हूँ
I come from an ordinary middle-class family. I have 6 sisters and 2 brothers. My sisters are married, but I held out because I wanted to accomplish something. What I'd really like to do is join the police force. Before I was kind of scared, but now I feel confident. I can go anywhere, and if I get attacked, I'll know what to do. I can defend myself without calling for help. If we'd had to pay for lessons, it would have been impossible, but they're free, and that's allowed us to learn. Now that we've done it, we're becoming more ambitious.
An ambition that leaves the men in their community at a loss for words. Backed by Mr. Ali, these brave young women are helping change people's way of thinking.
The first date was 35, but today we have 675 girls. This is my message to all the karatekas, to the martial artists around the globe. Let they join this mission and let the girls around the globe learn this type of karate.
Perhaps to understand India, we must put aside a way of viewing the world that is too rational. Like the entire country, Calcutta is the reflection of a culture that is ubiquitous in daily life. I even learn it holds the world record for the most bookshops, over 10,000 in a single district. This is where thinkers, revolutionaries and artists reflected on the India of tomorrow, the India of post-independence. I discover the district alongside writer and filmmaker Ruchia Joshi, an impassioned and fascinating Bengali.
This is Calcutta, right? This is where we grew up. I went to college in Presidency College, and we'd come out of classes and come here for the coffee shop, to steal a cigarette, also to discuss politics, to flirt with girls. And this was a classic college hangout, and we would be surrounded by these bookstalls. And part of the excitement was what bargain you found, which books in English, French, German, other languages, you know, Paul Valéry and James Joyce and things like this.
The oldest elected communist government in the world ruled West Bengal for over 30 years. When it was overturned in 2011, it left the state riddled by debt.
When the current government comes into power, the biggest claims in education is we'll clean up the corruption of the communists, who were putting their own people into places whether they were qualified or not, who were pushing the students from the communist unions whether they were good at studies or not. We will change. But again, the same system kicks into place. There was a time when people used to say that what Bengal thinks today, India thinks tomorrow. That was 100 years ago. And then it became a joke that what India thinks today, Bengal will figure out day after tomorrow. But I'm quite hopeful that now will come again a time when what Calcutta thinks or figures out is something the rest of the country can learn from. But I'm an optimist. So in the middle of this chaos and traffic, to enjoy it, you have to be an optimist. You have to laugh a bit.
Ruchia's right. Let's be optimistic. In India, you have to be able to accept the crowd, blend in with it, and lose yourself. My next stop is the city of Puri in the state of Orissa. From there, I'll continue on to Madras, the capital of Tamil Nadu, and Pondicherry, former French outpost. People come to Orissa and Puri in particular to admire a 13th century temple, the Konark Sun Temple, a UNESCO World Heritage Site. As for me, I set out to meet one of Orissa's many fishing communities. Vadabalijas come from the neighbor state of Andhra Pradesh. Their ancestors were migrants in constant search of more profitable fishing areas. Their status is unstable, and it can happen that neither state considers them as belonging there.
My grandfather and his entire family came here by boat. We've been here ever since. We actually work really hard. We go out to sea and sometimes come back with empty nets. We're barely able to feed ourselves once our fish are sold. And the businesses around don't really help. We have to work extremely hard to get by. They sorted out a road for us. There weren't even any cement houses before. We built here and now we're staying. Sometimes we go back to Andhra Pradesh, then return here.
With its thousands of kilometers of coasts, these fishing communities are vital to India.
I'm Christian. In the village, there are as many Christians as Hindus. I have 2 daughters and 1 son who are in school. My daughter wants to be a school teacher. My sons aren't going to be fishermen. With their studies, they can go find jobs elsewhere, and they'll earn a better living because life at sea is too hard. Too hard. It's much easier to have a desk job.
Sold. You can go home now.
Go home. To do that, all these fishermen would need to be stably settled where they work and live.